Hey everybody, Livingston here. Today we're jumping into another fun-filled episode of the Twilight Zone. This time it's Season 3, Episode 25, The Fugitive. Came out March 9th, 1962. An episode I haven't seen before, but before we get started, let's jump into your comments for last week's episode, To Serve Man. Richard Chase, 2960 says, kinda sad you saw this, but this is one of my favorites up there with the Cornfield episode. Yeah, I like the Cornfield episode. That was a pretty good one. Yeah, it is sad that I did see it, but at the same time, what did you expect from one of the top-rated episodes of the Twilight Zone? I have seen quite a few of them, and it seems to be the ones that are top-rated, so I did get to see the quintessential Twilight Zone episodes, much like the one that I watched in, was it season 1 or 2, when you had Burgess Meredith playing the guy who wanted to read the books, and of course the nuclear bomb goes off, and he ends up having all the time in the world to read all the books he wants, and then suddenly he breaks his glasses and can't see any of the books. So, but I there was that, and there was a few other ones that I've seen, but it seems like I haven't watched a lot of the ones in seasons 1 through 3. I've watched a lot of the Twilight Zone when it comes to seasons 4 and 5, supposedly. So I guess when I get to season 4 and 5, there might be a lot of episodes that I've probably watched. I'm not sure why that is. Xavier Harris says, congratulations, bro. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Last week was my birthday. I turned 40, the big 40, and hey, I feel just like I did when I was 39, so I can't say it's that much different, other than the fact that I have to put a 4 in front of my age now. P. Sparks 3419, happy birthday, Livingston, and thank you for all the awesome Twilight Zone commentaries. No problem, P. Sparks. It's been a little while since I've read your name off, so good to see you back here watching with the rest of us, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Again, Kendall Square says, happy belated birthday. Appreciate it, Kendall. I had a fun birthday. Actually, the Saturday before, I went to Topgolf, second time I've gone with the family, and then we ended up going and having a nice dinner. And after that, we ended up going to a place called Andretti's, and I got to race some go-karts, which I haven't done in like 20 years or so. It's been a long time since I've been in a go-kart, but definitely a fun time. And then that was actually before my birthday, but on my birthday, we ended up getting back together and had a dinner at the house and had a good time. So can't complain about my birthday and turning 40. So Cal Paul 487 says, this is probably my top episode. Well, that's high praise for this episode. I don't know if it's my top episode, but it's definitely a good episode. I think what killed it for me, and I wish I remembered how I reacted when I watched it the first time, because I think I've always known that To Serve Man was a trap for human beings in general to be the top thing on the menu for these aliens. And it's, yeah, I think it's just kind of been ruined for me, and I knew the twist coming, much like Darth Vader being Luke's father, or Kaiser Soze and who he really was at the end of The Usual Suspects. But, yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things that I've always known. But I think if I didn't know it, it might rank much higher on my list. Charles Stewart 8009 says, I don't know why they left that book to be decoded. Yeah, very weird, but there wouldn't be any kind of story if they didn't have that book to begin with. We wouldn't have that ending where she's running towards the spaceship going, no, don't do it. But yeah, sadly, it turned out to be something that the aliens, I guess, wanted to rub in the human beings' face, or at least the smart human beings, while all the rest of them were herded into the spaceships like cattle. Oh man, I don't know. I'm just going to say Brian. So, Brian, happy birthday, Livingston. Thanks. I appreciate it for the birthday wishes. Definitely had a great time on my birthday, especially doing the Twilight Zone commentary. Visionary Ventures 12 says, I read the original short story. The aliens looked like pigs. Yeah, that's what it said in the trivia. Every time I do an episode, I do some trivia, and that's exactly what they said. And I guess because they used a pig-like sort of alien in past episode, they decided to go a different route with this one. Madly Compton says, happy late birthday. I didn't get this episode on my phone until Thursday for some reason, so I saw this a day late. Actually, you seen it right on time because I didn't post it until Thursday. Wednesday, that was when my birthday was, and I had every intention of editing and doing the Twilight Zone episode because I like to watch it on the day of I'm about to do the posting, and the reason being is because your comments comes in throughout the week. And as your comments come in, I like to give everybody a chance to kind of respond, and so I can go over it and everybody has a chance to do so. But yeah, that's why I had a birthday dinner to be at, and it was just hard for me to post, and that's why I didn't post. But you were on time, so don't worry. Antarctic Orb 9197 says thanks. You're welcome. Slim Plum 691 says happy birthday. Thanks, Slim. Very much appreciate it. Jack Dorsey 4850 says it kind of was the forerunner to V. Happy birthday. Yeah, I guess it was the forerunner for V because they were kind of doing the same thing. If nobody knows what he's talking about, it is a show that was out in the 80s. I think it was like the mid 80s. And these aliens came down saying, we're all about peace. And they looked just like us. And it turns out they weren't. They were aliens. They were reptiles beneath the surface of the human skin that they were wearing. And I think they had a new one. Yeah, they did. With Marina Baccarin. What was it? Baccarin? I think it's the one who plays Vanessa in Deadpool. She was in it. She was like the queen of the aliens, and it wasn't bad. I think it ran for like 1 or 2 seasons. Actually worth checking out. It's too bad it didn't last as long as they were probably planning to, but yeah. Anyways, thanks for the happy birthday wishes. Jonathan Stein says, happy birthday. I pity you've already seen this one. I would have loved to seen your reaction to seeing one of the show's most iconic twist endings for the first time. Yeah, me too. It's too bad that I didn't get to... Well, it goes to show that I don't lie about the episodes I have seen. I have been told in the past that I'm lying about some of the episodes I haven't seen before. I have seen Twilight Zone. It just turns out I haven't seen as many as I thought I have. And a lot of them... seasons 1 through 3 I haven't seen. Looking forward to seeing how many episodes I've seen in seasons 4 and 5 though. The Destroyer says, happy birthday. This episode came out a few months before I was born. 1962, that would make you what, 63 years old? So hey, as long as we're living, we're getting up there. William Carbaja 383 says, I waited 1.5 years for this. Well, here it is. Yeah, but glad you waited so long for it, and I'm sorry that I already seen it. You know, it was one of those reactions that seemed like everybody was waiting for me to get to, and turns out I've already watched the episode. I'm sorry for that, but I'll do better next time by, I guess, not seeing it. I don't know how to fix that. Thanks for all the comments and the birthday wishes. Very much appreciated. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to continue on this adventure to episode 156 of The Twilight Zone. Definitely enjoy doing it. And looking forward to answering your comments for next week's episode. Anyways, let's watch The Fugitive and see what we're getting into.
Your next stop, The Twilight Zone.
D-right! 3 year round!
Get out, kid.
My neck is a ball and you know it. Was not! Was too!
Who's up?
You are.
Well, it's about time. Look out.
Knock it out of the park. Well, I don't know what that means. Whoa. It's a high fly ball in the right field. Looked animated. Out of here.
Yippee!
That was her last ball.
No fair, no fair! You said you wouldn't use magic anymore.
Magic?
Let's do something else. How about Spaceman?
The hell is that?
At this time, Jenny, you're the Martian.
I can't turn into things the way you can. Aw, come on, Dan. Don't be a dirty guy.
Dirty guy.
All right. Now, let me see. What should I do? You get to write the script.
That's the rocket ship over there.
Uh-huh.
And I'm the captain. All right, you bunch of babies. The rest of you are lieutenants and stuff. I'm the beautiful stowaway.
Aha!
Ah. Wonder what's with the leg brace, and if he has magic, why can't he fix it?
This is Mars. We've been exploring around trying to find out if anyone's alive. Got that?
But there's life. There's plants. What part of Mars are we on? That's what I would be doing. Be playing Spock going, this is wrong.
You suppose any Martians snuck inside the ship, Captain? Not a chance. This ship is heretically sealed.
Heretically? It's a big word for a kid his age.
Sneak formation.
Ah, finger guns. That'll do it. What the? Run!
Somebody shoot!
Boing, boing, boing. I thought it's like pow, pow, pow.
I think you got him.
It's been said that science fiction and fantasy are two different things. What would you have if you put these two different things together? Well, you'd have an old man named Ben who knows a lot of tricks most people don't know, and a journey into the heart of the Twilight Zone.
Everybody off. Now, that'll be 10 cents, please. Oh, how do I know I can trust you?
You can't.
It's a deal.
It's a good friend, other than the not trusting part.
Say that health and wealth have missed me. Say that I am growing old, but Jenny kissed me.
But I like it.
And so do I. All right.
Not bad.
Scat.
Oh. You know how to do so many things. How come you don't make my leg well?
I was asking that too.
Because then I wouldn't have the fun of carrying you.
You could do it, couldn't you?
I told you to be back before the store's closed.
Jenny told
It's always your fault, ain't it?
Come on, Aunt Agnes.
Shut up, you ungrateful little gutter snipe.
Man.
After I fed you and took care of you and give you a place to sleep, I have got my stomach full of you hanging around that girl, turning her against me and filling her head up with that crazy stuff. If you so much as talk to her, I'm gonna call the cops. You bother us again, that's what's gonna happen. You hear me?
What a mean person.
Now you get into bed, and no supper for you tonight, miss.
Oh man. What did she do? What's the punishment?
Excuse us, madam, but we're trying to gather some information about a tenant of this building.
A man they call Old Ben. Do you know him?
Ben Kenobi.
If you don't mind, we'll ask the questions.
He's magic and he can do some bad stuff if it really piss him off.
About a year and a half.
Do you know his previous address?
We don't know nothing about him. Where he come from, what his name is, nothing.
Warn him.
Have you ever seen him do anything unusual?
Like what?
Magic?
Nah, kids say he's good at tricks, but I never seen him do any.
Well, I think you're about to.
Ben,
Jenny.
Yeah?
Jenny, what's the matter? What's wrong?
2 policemen downstairs. They're after you. They came right after you left.
They did? Jenny, what'd they look like?
I just saw
G-men, the government.
one had blonde hair and the other was sort of dark-haired.
They're caught up with me.
Ben, what you scared of?
I can't tell you, Jenny.
Take me with you?
I don't even know where you come from or why you're running away.
Jenny, where are you?
Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, it's too late now.
Under the beds. Or in the closet. They'll never find you.
Oh, those are horrible places then. Commercial. Where'd he go? Who is it?
All right now. Where is he?
I don't know.
You're lying. Come on.
Hope he doesn't get left with this mean person.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Gann.
Anytime, gentlemen. Now get in there and go to bed, and I don't want to hear a peep out of you. And don't try sneaking out again if you know what's good for you.
How can you be that cruel to a kid? Oh, he turned into a mouse. That's one way to hide the transition.
Well, that fooled them, whoever they are.
Sure did. Ha! Did I tickle you there? You better start wearing a dress or your aunt will have a fit. Oh, now, that isn't respectful, Jenny.
Well, she's not too respectful, so why should she?
In any case, you try to forgive her.
Try.
All right. What are you gonna do?
I wish I knew, little monkey.
How come those men are after you? Are you a criminal?
In a way, yes.
What'd you do?
What'd you do? Rob a bank? Kill somebody?
No.
Then you must be a communist. Why'd you fool him? Turn into a spider or a cockroach or something.
Makes sense.
You see, Jenny, my real shape.
Isn't this the way you really look?
Nope.
There are those who found me quite attractive.
I want to see.
No, I am not actually a resident of this world.
Alien?
Which one? Mars?
No,
Farther.
those 2 men are trying to catch me so they can take me back.
Because of what you did?
What'd you do?
And I don't want to go back. So the only thing I can do is find another world that I can hide in. Before I go, though, there's one thing I want to do.
Okay. Fix the leg.
I'd have done it long before this, but then it would have shown them where I was. Well, now that doesn't matter anymore.
Fixed.
Who are you talking to?
Nobody.
Myself.
Cut it out. You go crazy that way.
Turn into a fly.
Ben!
My leg works.
Ben!
I'm that fly. He can run.
Jenny, how does it happen you can walk without your brace?
I don't know, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. You made him go away. You made him leave me.
The heck is that? He's got one too, huh? Is he an alien as well? Man, I thought this was going to end on a better note. What's the verdict? This isn't right. It works.
She's all right, isn't she, Doc?
Afraid not.
What?
Well, what you want to go and do a stupid thing like that for anyway? Going downstairs without her leg brace, that's what.
In fact, her legs seem to be perfectly all right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the fact that your niece is in serious condition.
What?
You mean she's gonna die?
If her pulse gets any weaker, beyond my knowledge, all we can do now is wait.
Wait and see, huh? Pulse is weak. I sure as I wouldn't be leaving her alone. What's going on? It's you.
Hello, little monkey.
I thought you went away. I saw those two policemen, and then I fell down. Am I gonna die, Ben?
Yes, eventually, but not right now.
Make her better. Sound effects. And you're okay.
Feel better now?
I feel wonderful.
Sure.
Thank you, Ben. Ben!
What?
They're here. Your Majesty.
Oh, he's a king.
It was the only way, sir. We knew you'd come back to make a will again.
What's this Your Majesty stuff?
I'm a fraud. They're my subjects. I am what you would call the king. Cross my heart and hope to die.
What were you running away for?
Responsibility.
I guess I really wasn't cut out to be a king. All that fuss and responsibility and... Oh, after the first 1,000 years, it...
Oh, lives a while, huh?
knew I'd have at least 4,000 years more before I'd be able to turn the job over to someone else.
You must have been a pretty good king to cause all this trouble.
He was the best of kings.
And that's why we want him back.
Please come back.
But you can't have him back. Ben, I mean Your Majesty. Going away with him, are you?
I guess I'll have to.
Take me with you.
Then take me with you.
You know the rules.
The council would never permit it.
Please, Ben, don't leave me. I love you.
Oh, if there were only some way.
There should be a way.
Ben?
What? What's the secret?
Gentlemen, I would like 1 minute alone. Sir, I solemnly swear by our fathers I won't run away.
Okay, put it that way.
Very well. 1 minute, Your Majesty.
60 seconds. Oh, they paused them. But the cigarette still burns. We got ash on the carpet. Was that 1 minute? Uh-oh. You gotta take them both. So is she a twin?
Your Majesty?
Yes?
Oh, now this isn't fair at all. You can't do this to us, Your Majesty.
But I can.
Yes, the council wouldn't like it if you made a mistake and brought back the wrong one. Shall we go?
One's taller than the other.
Mrs. Gann will be in for a big surprise.
I ran away.
She'll never dream that this is a picture of old Ben as he really looks. And it will never occur to her that eventually her niece will grow up to be an honest-to-goodness queen.
Oh, they get married. Hopefully they wait until she's 18. Well, I kind of seen that he was going to be an alien coming. I didn't expect him to be an actual king of his people. So that ended up being pretty interesting. I thought the dynamic between the girl and the old man was a little strange at first, but I mean, I don't know. They end up getting married in the future, so I guess there was some sort of love there, but they didn't make it romantic, luckily. All in all, not a bad episode, more lighthearted compared to what we watched last week, and definitely an interesting take on the G-Men that I thought ended up being aliens or his royal guard or the people that just want him back, and they were coming to basically say, hey, we need you back to run things because things are getting out of hand. But yeah, that was a nice little twist at the end, and I definitely enjoyed this episode for the most part. Anyways, let me know comment below what you thought of this episode, and I will read those comments in next week's episode. Let's jump into some trivia and see what it took to get this episode off the ground. Jenny's bedroom wall was adorned with 2 photos of the Chicago White Sox players. They have been previously misidentified as Hall of Fame shortstop Louis Aparicio, a sports hero of Arthur Charles Beaumont's hometown. However, the players' uniforms date to the mid-1930s, not the late 1950s, when Lewis played. The lower portrait is actually that of right-handed White Sox pitcher Monty Stratton. Stratton accidentally shot himself while hunting and lost his leg as a result. He battled back after his injury to pitch in the minor leagues despite having an artificial leg. Monty Stratton would have been an obvious inspiration for Jenny, who had also lost the use of one of her legs. A biopic about man starring Jimmy Stewart was released in 1949 and was titled The Stratton Story. Both pictures are in fact Monty Stratton. This is one of 4 occasions in which future stars of Beverly Hillbillies appeared on The Twilight Zone. In this case, Ginny's aunt, Miss Gain, is portrayed by Nancy Culp, who went on to play Miss Jane Hathaway. I know Hathaway. I think she kind of raises her voice more so in the Beverly Hillbillies. The assistant to the Clampett's baker, Mr. Drysdale. Drysdale was played by Raymond Bailey, who appeared as a doctor in the Twilight Zone episode Escape Clause. Season 1, Episode 6. Beverly Hillbillies star Buddy Ebsen, Jed Clampett, appeared in the episode The Prime Mover, 1961. Season 2, Episode 57. I think that's a typo. It's like 37. They don't have 57 episodes. And Donna Douglas, Ellie Mae Clampett, featured in the classic episode Eye of the Beholder, Season 2, Episode 6. Well, that's it for this episode. Let me know, comment below what you thought about it. Until next time, see you later.